All right, good morning, guys. So I sent an email late last night, about an idea for a project today, called bubble wrap painting. So I got started this morning a little early. Sometimes these ideas just come to me, and I was looking on Pinterest and I was like, hey, sounds like a great idea. Okay, so I started mine already this morning. Okay, but what you're going to need is something to cover your table so you don't get paint all over your table. You're going to need the bubble wrap, which if you have some like this, whoop, I said there's your stuck in it. Okay, so if you have some like this, awesome. But if you don't, we have something like this. This will work too, okay? You're gonna need bubble wrap of some sort, and hopefully you guys have some bubble wrap laying around. Miss Joy's made several on Amazon purchases, and so I've been keeping all the packaging from that. Okay, you'll also need toilet paper tubes, okay? You'll need toilet paper tubes. Paint, okay? Haven't tried it to see if markers work or not, but paint is ideal, okay? Whatever colors you want. If you don't have brown paper, okay, I'll show you my hand really quick. If you don't have brown paper, you could always trace their hand, okay, and my hand is humongous, so I needed a lot of paper. But for them, they won't need much. So if you want to take a piece of copy paper or lined notebook paper and just have them trace their hand, okay, or you guys trace their hand for them, and they can probably do this part of the cutting, but doing this part, they'll probably end up cutting the fingers off, which, whatever, it's your tree, or their tree. So, okay, so trace the hand, cut it out, and if you don't have brown paper, then color it brown, okay? Color it brown with your markers or whatever. It does not matter. Just something brown, okay, with your hand. All right? And also you need paintbrush. Okay, paintbrush, doesn't matter what kind, just a paintbrush, and some water handy so you can rinse out your paintbrushes. I am only using one right now. I have more upstairs, but I didn't feel like going upstairs to get them, so I'm using one, so I'll be cleaning it out in between. But I've done most of this already, so what I suggest doing is do your background, your blue sky, if you want to do blue sky. Do that first before you put the hand down. So I think it would just fill it in a little bit better. And it's fun. So you just take, oh my gosh, my cat's just so sad, wants attention so bad every morning. So I used a little bit of blue paint, okay? And I painted, and one of these looks like, yep, this is the one I used. So I just took the bubble wrap and I wrapped it around a toilet paper roll. And I used a rubber band. We eat asparagus. And I keep the rubber band that goes around the asparagus just in my drawer, just for extra if I need to wrap anything up with a rubber band. So Miss Joy had that rubber band. You could also tape it on, just like you did the rain stick the other day. So you could also make it double-sided. So if you don't have this kind of bubble wrap and you only had this kind from the package, it seemed to work pretty good too. And double it up so you can do two different colors, okay? Not just one, but two, and then you save your toilet paper rolls. Miss Joy has quite a few. I've been saving the toilet paper rolls. Save them, okay? Because we're going to do lots of projects with them. So you can double it up. Then I also cut strips out of my packaging to do the green grass, okay? So that's what I did first, just to show you guys kind of how to get started. Okay, so Miss Joy had big pieces of paper, all right, but you don't have to use such large pieces of paper. Like I said, just notebook paper, something small. It's just Miss Joy's hand is humongous. So in order for me to get the proper picture, I had to do a big piece of paper. Okay, and if you have it, that's great. You could build a whole little scene. All right, so what we're going to do first, okay, is you're going to do your background blue sky. Then you're going to glue down your hand, your tree. Okay, this is going to be your tree. And then I did some green grass down here with the bubble wrap. It was fun. This is a really fun project. Okay, so now I want to dress up my tree, and I have what's called a magnolia tree in my backyard. And it has beautiful pink blooms that it just blooms one time during the spring, and then it lasts about a week, and then the flower petals fall off and the green leaves start to grow. So Miss Joy is going to do a pink tree. So I just happen to have 2 colors of pink, okay, but you don't have to have 2 colors of pink. I'm going to start with the darker one first, okay, and I have like a little well that I can put, little paint well that I can put my paints in. But if you have like aluminum foil or a paper plate or parchment paper, that's what Miss Joy uses a lot, is parchment paper. I keep a lot of that on hand. So you're just going to take and put your paint, and I'll just show you on my parchment paper. So you're just going to take this and your toilet paper tube, and you're just going to dip your paintbrush in it, and you're going to just paint. Oh, look at that. Do you see that? Just going to paint on there like that, and then you're going to stamp it. So you're just going to stamp all over the place until it feels like it's not stamping anymore. You see how it's not really putting out? And then you just paint it again. Okay? And keep painting. You can go all over your tree. Okay. You might need more paint on your paper to over here. And that's when mommies and daddies squeeze out some more for you. Special helpers, whoever's doing it. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go back with the light pink, or the lighter pink color. And I'm just going to use the same tube, okay? And it looks like mine kind of busted a little bit in the middle. It's okay. If just don't do it very hard, like push very hard. It doesn't need to be that hard. Okay, and so now I'm just going to go over it with the light pink, because Miss Joy loves the color pink. And when my tree blooms, it blooms pink, dark pink, light pink, almost even a white color. So I could go over this with white, and I might. See how our tree is coming together? All the colors, the pretty pink. I think I might even go over this with white. I think it would be really pretty. And I might even use the same tube here, since I'm having such great success. Okay, so there is my tree, and I think I'll add a little bit of white to it. Okay, so there's my tree. I'll add a little bit of white so I can show you guys. Ooh, that one's runny. Okay, I'm going to use the same toilet paper tube, because I don't mind if it's mixed with a little bit of white. It just makes it lighter. And I'm just going to go over it again. So put my paint on there and just... Okay. Then there's something else fun I want you guys to try to do with your fingers, because you know we've been learning about them, about bees, about the lovely bees. Okay, Miss Joy is going to go ahead and rinse out her marker, or not marker, my paintbrush. I'm going to rinse that paintbrush out, and I'm going to show you in the meantime while that's soaking what you can do. So bees are yellow, right? Okay, so if you have some yellow paint, if not, you can use a marker and color it in, but I think if you have paint and you can use your finger, remember how we did those cards for mommies and daddies for Valentine's Day, and we had the little bugs and you used your fingerprint? Well, I know you won't have the stamps to do that, but you can draw on your antennas and such. So I'll show you really quick. I'm going to use my thumb. Okay, I'm going to use my thumb, and it's hard to see, but I have my paint over here, and I'm going to pick it up with my thumb. And do you see? My thumb has yellow on it. And now I'm going to come over to my paper, and I'm just going to, like this, maybe put a bee over here, bee up here. Now your fingers are going to look much better with your bugs. Mine are going to look like ginormous bees. So, but ginormous, okay? But that's okay. It's my picture. All right, so now leave those be for right now, okay, because you want that to dry. But you could take another toilet paper tube, and let me wipe off my hand here. Okay, you could take another toilet paper tube. I brought a little, might be helpful to have a little washcloth handy that you don't really care if you get paint on. Probably better than wasting a bunch of paper towels because I know they're hard to find right now, mommies and daddies and special helpers. So now I'm going to use this one, and I think I'm going to make some flowers. So let's see. I think purple would be pretty. So, but you can do whatever colors you want. The other fun thing you guys could do with your finger too, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But let me do some purple. Okay. Do some purple. Oh, see if my paintbrush is ready. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. So, do some purple on this one. And just brush it on, just like you did the others. Brush that on. And make some purple flowers. Stamp some purple down here. Miss Joy did a lot of purple flowers, but there you go. So you guys can do purple flowers. Then what you guys can do, I'm going to put my paintbrush down here really quick. Okay, then what you can do is, why don't you guys use your fingers and make caterpillars? So Miss Joy is going to put some, let's see, what color could we do? Some brown maybe? Brown for the caterpillars' bodies? Let's see if I can write brown here. I hope I haven't opened that one yet. Where'd that one go? I just had. My paints are falling over. Okay. All right, so we got some brown here. All right. And then dip your finger, and Miss Joy's going to use her pinky because it's small. I should have done that for my bees since my fingers are so big. But put a little brown, and why don't you put a little caterpillar down here? You just connect your little finger and make little dots to make a little caterpillar. Maybe do a little head looking up. And then when this dries, you're going to take a pen or a black marker. Okay, Miss Joy has a brown Sharpie. And I'm going to draw on its little face and antennas. And when it's all dry, I'll take a picture of it and try to send it to you guys later. I'm going to do, what else can I do? Ooh, what about a butterfly? I think a butterfly would be pretty. So let's try doing a butterfly. Let's see, what color do I want to do its wings? We've done purple. How about like a turquoisey color? Yeah, let's do that. Let me see if Miss Joy can do okay, so we're just going to put that on there. I'm going to use my pinky again, and I think I'm going to try to make a pretty butterfly, maybe over here. Butterflies. Okay, so I'm going to do a dot here and a dot here for 2 wings, okay? And I'm going to let that dry. And if I want to do more, you can do more. A dot here and a dot here for the wings. Okay. And maybe up here we'll do one. Can't really see it, it's out of the camera range, but I'm going to do them all over because I love butterflies. I love butterflies and bees. You know, another thing we could do, how about we make a beehive for our bees? So I say you can take, if you have another toilet paper tube, okay, Miss Joy had been saving them, like I said, so I have an extra one here. If you don't, you can try to rinse this off, but you got to be really careful because if you get your tube all wet, this will be all soggy and won't be able to stamp very well. But Miss Joy, okay, let me see if I can get this without using the paintbrush and just dip it in the paint. Hey, that works. Okay, so there, that could be a beehive, right? So let's put our beehive right over here. So we're just going to stamp this one down, and that'll be our beehive. Okay, maybe Miss Joy will do it a couple more times. Okay, there we go. So there's our beehive. All right, so we've done our beautiful picture. I think it looks really, really pretty. All right, and then once this dries, I'll let it dry for a little bit, and after I come back, maybe I will show you guys, not maybe, I'll show you guys after I read the book, okay? So after I read the book and after you watch the book, I should hopefully have this done for you to show you, okay? But there's the picture. It's kind of upside down. Miss Joy will show you. We'll lift that up really quick. All right, and I'll show you guys really quick. Ta-da! And I'll draw in all the antennas and everything here in a little bit. But I gotta let it set it aside to dry. So I hope you guys enjoy bubble wrap painting. I hope you guys can do this. I hope it's not too difficult for mommies and daddies to find all of the stuff to do it with. But you guys can use your imagination on it. It doesn't have to be anything too terribly difficult. And this was something we did in about 15 minutes. So, right, enjoy. All right, nice pretty spring picture. All right, see you guys soon. Happy Friday.